So welcome back. In this particular video on the definition of AI incident, so AI incident means any event, right? So any event in which the use, operation, and then failure, erroneous output, or malfunction of an AI system, right? So note the difference here. It doesn't have to fail or give erroneous output or malfunction for an event to become AI incident, right? So AI incident, even if my AI is, so even if AI system is working fine, so even if the AI system is working as per its design, right, it might still lead to AI incident. So note the use and operation might also lead to AI incident. It doesn't have to break. AI doesn't have to fail or give me erroneous output or malfunction. Just use and operation can also lead to AI incidents. Now, an event in, of course, it has AI. It has to be done by an AI system. Now, directly or indirectly. Directly could be, like, so let's say there is uh, so let's say there is an AI deployed by the codes that will check whether a particular application is defective or not. Now let's say I do it on the last day of my limitation was about to expire. I upload it, and let's say AI system wrongly, erroneously, right, flags it as defect. Now since this was the last day of limitation, this clearly infringes the right of the litigant, because the litigant had a right, a statutory right to file the suit, but because AI said there is a defect and the last limitation and the limitation is over, so there's clearly an infringement of right due to an event which was caused by the AI system. Okay, so this is a direct harm caused, but indirectly it could be something like, so let's say there is a circular issued by the registry that something will happen and the last date of filing whatever, okay, let's say the last date of doing some action is whatever will be the last date. Now let's say the AI hallucinates, right, erroneous output. So let's say the AI hallucinates on the date. So if AI hallucinates on the date and that date is wrong, and if somebody misses because of that hallucination, then it might be called that this incident, this AI incident happened because of the AI's hallucination, right? Now one might come and say that, so let's say if we accuse the AI company that it has its wrong erroneous output has basically infringed the right of people or has caused harm to any person or disruption of any code process or breach of data security or confidentiality, then the concerned company can come and say, no, see, this was a fault on the part of registry, because registry in somebody in the registry, the human in the loop that we'll talk about later, that should have verified the date. The point is whether human has verified or not, it is still an incident caused by AI. And there's a very good example of German court. So this is in a latest judgment by a German court. What it did was, there was an harm caused. So let me not go into the details of the complete details of the case, but Google was accused of causing harm to two companies, defaming. Okay. Google took this particular defense that we always state that AI can make mistakes and the user should always validate the claims. User should always confirm the things, confirm the output or validate the output. Court held that no, AI's output was actually responsible for the harm caused to the two companies. So this is very much in line with the intention of our Supreme Court. So this was a verdict given on June 12, 2026. So it happened actually later than the guidelines when they were published by the Supreme Court of India. Now, so an event in which the use, operation, failure, erroneous output or malfunction of an AI system directly or indirectly results in what? Results in, so either it results in harm to any person, infringement, disruption, breach, or it creates a substantial risk of. So it doesn't have to actually result in something, you know. Even if it creates a substantial risk of harm to any person, then AI incident has already occurred. So it doesn't have to actually materialize. Just creates a substantial risk, then AI incident has already occurred. Now, what does this harm mean? So for this, we go to the definition provided in the regulations itself. So harm is defined in ZA in relation to AI incidents. We've already seen what AI incident is. In relation to AI incidents, includes any kind of physical or financial damage or damage to the reputation or rights of any individual, institution or infrastructure. So note that it doesn't have to harm just an individual. It can damage the reputation or rights of any individual, institution or even infrastructure. Right? Now, I think, so what we don't have here is mental harm. So this is where I think we should add, probably adding mental harm will increase the horizon of harms that might occur. So harm to any person, we now know what is harm. Infringement of any right, we have seen this before. Disruption of any court process, or a breach of data security or confidentiality. Okay, so these are the four umbrellas created. If these things happen due to AI, direct or indirect involvement, whether system was functioning as its design or not, whether it was an error or not, if these four things happen or a substantial risk is created of happening of all any of these four things, then AI incident has already occurred. So with this, I think we'll stop for this particular video because otherwise this will become too long.